About prospecting now. There's three purposes of every prospecting call. The first is you want to identify who the decision maker is. This is the person that has the ultimate decision making ability to go from FedEx to Unishippers and UPS. The second is you want to qualify the volume. As you know, we're looking for people who ship $1,000 or more in FedEx revenue per month or are projected to do $150 or more in gross margin as a Unishippers customer. The third goal of every call is to set an appointment with that economic buyer or that decision maker where we can then collect invoices to build our pricing comparison. Typically, you want to keep the meeting in a shorter time frame, maybe the next day or early the following week. That always helps keep the memory of what you talked about fresh and keep them engaged at a high level. Once you have all three of those, you want to record each RCO into U1, capture all notes and vital information you need because this is going to lead to a great and high quality meeting that you're going to run with the economic buyer. Initially, when you start, you want to build up a sales funnel of a lot of qualified leads and get used to our terminology and how we cold call and what we're looking for. So this means that you want to start out around 80 dials per day, which should yield you roughly 8 RCOs, one set of invoices, and one appointment set per day. If your ratios are off on this, you need to ask yourself, are you finding good enough leads? Are you asking qualifying questions? And are you aggressive enough in trying to set each meeting? And let's look at example now, what it would sound like if we're making a prospecting call. Hello, this is Mark with Unishippers. I'm calling for the owner of the controller that handles your FedEx budget. Who would that be? You need to talk to shipping. Let me pass you through. Well, actually, I'm calling for the owner or the person that makes the decisions regarding your FedEx budget and not the shipper. Who would that be? And maybe they give you Kyle as the decision maker. And we get Kyle on the phone. Hello, Kyle. This is Mark with Unishippers. The reason for the call is we're a partner of UPS to help small and medium-sized businesses save money on their shipping. Are you currently using UPS or FedEx for your shipments? And they can answer in obviously a few different ways depending on who they're using. Let's look at if they're using FedEx. Great. We can beat FedEx rates by 10% and provide much better customer service. Are you open to a brief comparison to see how much we can save you? If they say yes, we're going to close for time and pick a time on our calendar that works for us and them and set the expectation that the assessment meeting will last 20 to 30 minutes. We'll learn everything that we need to know about their shipping. And by the end, we'll know if we're a good fit and get the invoices that we need to build a comparison on their rates. If they're using UPS, and obviously we want to say, hey, thank you for your time. Sounds like UPS is already helping you. Have a great day. If you get the decision maker's voicemail, we're going to qualify back through making another phone call to the receptionist. This is key. This is where you go from making a lot of empty dials to productive dials by gaining the information on every single phone call that you make to make sure that this customer is worth your time. Let's look at that as an example. Hi, I just called and got Mark's voicemail. I didn't want to waste his time, so can you tell me who you ship with, UPS or FedEx? Oh, we ship with FedEx. Oh, great. Okay, how much do you spend with FedEx a month or a year on average? Let's say they don't know that a number. There's other ways we can figure out if they're a quality account. Well, how many packages do you send out per day on average? Well, we usually send out about 5 per day. Great. Are those ground or express? Those are ground packages. Awesome. Thanks for that. When is the best time to reach Mark or the owner? And do you think they're interested in lowering shipping costs? Yes, I think they would be. Probably call him back in the morning. Okay, great. Why do you think he'd be interested? Maybe they give you some vital information. They're in an extremely competitive industry. They've been talking recently about how shipping charges are too high. Maybe FedEx hasn't been taking care of them the way they expect. There's all different reasons that you can gain. That way, when you do get the economic buyer, the decision maker on the phone, you can use that as leverage to be able to set the meeting, convince them they should meet, and it will be worth their time. Once all this is done, you can count it as an RCO and put them into U1 as a quality prospect. This will then be moved to your activity list where you can start making calls and follow-up calls to be able to set up a meeting with this decision maker and this economic buyer. It's really, really important that we spend time on people who ship enough and who care to take a meeting and want to improve.